Hi guys, welcome back to Amy's Adventures. I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm sorry that I didn't get a video put up. I've just been extremely busy. I've had a whole lot of stuff going on, so please forgive me. The video I'm going to do for you guys today, it goes back some years. And she was my very best friend. This girl and I were best friends from about 6th grade. We're still friends today. We're not best friends. We're not as close as we used to be. But we were the best of friends from about 6th grade up until probably, well, the day before I got married, I spent the night with her. Yes, if that tells you anything. So, but this girl and I have been friends for a very long time. I'm not going to say her name on here. So we're just going to call her Hannah. So Hannah and I used to get into a lot of stuff, okay? We kept each other's secrets. You know how you are when you're a teenager. So this story takes place back when I was 14. She was also 14. Either I was at her house or she was at my house every weekend. We could not wait till Friday, and we would pretty much be with each other through Sunday most of the time. Sometimes, just Saturday night or whatever, but for the most part, it was Sunday night, because, we had to go back to school on Monday. But anyhow, her and I seemed to get into a lot of stuff. Well, she had a trampoline. We were always jumping on a trampoline, doing whatever. Well, we got this idea on Friday after we got out of school. We were at her house. I rode the bus with her, and we decided that the very next day, which you know how a lot of kids are, my mom was asking, so her parents are going to be there, right? And her parents both worked in a factory, okay? And sometimes they'd be off on Saturdays, but sometimes they had to go in and work overtime. So that left her and I there alone. And of course, what did I do? Typical teenager. Sure, Mom, Dad, yeah. Her parents are going to be home. Now, don't get me wrong. There were times I absolutely did not like. I really did not know. So, of course, I always just said, yeah, they're going to be home. And then I wouldn't find out until later on that night. Well, I was already there. And I knew if I said, oh, yeah, her parents are going to have to work tomorrow, we're not really going to have anybody to watch us but her older sister. My mom would have been like, I'm coming to get you right now. So I just kind of went with the flow. Now her sister, typical older sister, Hannah was always going and getting in her closet and whatever. We'd go get in her closet when she wasn't home. And I remember she wore Tommy Girl, which a lot of us did back then. That was one of the big ones. Tommy Girl, we were all wearing it, right? And when you opened up her closet, like, that is all you smelled was Tommy Girl. It smelled so good in her closet. But me and Hannah would go in there and we would get in her closet and we would be in there for hours trying on stuff. And I remember one instance, she had came home and we had been in her closet prior to, and she was, and I was like, can I borrow this? And she was like, sure, I'll just tell her I wore it, just, you can't obviously take it home, but you can wear it while we're here and going out and doing whatever. Well, I remember she came home, went upstairs, and we were like, oh my gosh, she's there. And we had her clothes on, right? And I remember at one point she comes over and she knocks on the door. Hannah. And we look at each other. I'm looking for so-and-so shirt. It was in my closet this morning. Do you have it? And I had it on, and I was like, I did not know what to do. I was scared of her sister. I don't know why, but I was scared of her sister. And she's like, Yeah, I wore it, but I got something in. I think it's in the dirty clothes. You're not going to be able to wear it. And I was like, there's no way she's going to buy this. I told you to stay out of my clothes. She never even went and looked, thank goodness. So, of course, my outfit was ruined at that point because I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to keep wearing this. She was like, oh, she's going to leave to go somewhere with her boyfriend soon. Don't worry about it. She won't be here long. She did wind up leaving. I did wind up keeping the shirt on. But anyhow, we're getting off the story. So we decided that, and you know, typical teenage girls, you're talking to guys on the phone, they're calling you, and then, oh, who's that in the background? Oh, well, that's Amy. Oh, well, you know, my friend so-and-so's over here. You know how it all went. And then we would start talking and so on and so on. So we got this bright idea. As we're jumping on the trampoline, the guys had let us go. We're like, why don't we drive into town? Now, this is what Hannah said. Why don't we just take my dad's keys to his Mustang, because he's not going to drive that to work, and why don't we just take that and go into town and go cruising, right? 14 years old, guys. And for whatever reason, we thought that sounded like a really good idea at the time, right? It always ends bad, right? Yes. So I'm like, being the dumb 14-year-old, yeah, that's cool. We can go hang with these guys and we can drive anywhere. We can go out in the country and cruise, and not even thinking about the fact that, you know, not only do we, you know, are 14, we don't have a license. We don't have anything. If we get pulled over by the cops, we are in so much trouble. But, you know, us being young, dumb teenagers, doesn't even cross our mind. Doesn't even cross our mind, not even once. It's just like, oh, yeah, let's go driving. Never thinking about the consequences or anything like that. And so I was like, are you sure? Can you drive? Because I don't really know how to drive. I'm 14. I think I've, you know, backed up a few of my grandparents' vehicles every night. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know how to drive. And she was like, oh, yeah, I've been driving for, you know, a couple years now. I sound so stupid when I say it now. But back then, yeah, she'd been driving since she was 12. So, I mean, right? I mean, it's only natural that we go out cruising at 14. Okay. So, we get our plan together. So, we're like, okay, you know, parents go to work at this time. We're going to get up at this time, you know the scene. One of you's in the shower. The other one's already took your shower. You're doing your makeup and whatever. Well, we also decided that day that, you know, we want to bleach our hair and do all that. So, you know, we're fooling with our hair for a couple of hours. Then we're curling it and doing whatever. Sun in. I know you guys remember sun in, right? That was the thing. So we're getting ready, and, you know, we've been talking to these guys the whole time. They're also 14. And of course, they're down for it too. I mean, why not? They're going to be hanging out with girls, right? Like, what 14-year-old boy is going to be like, no, oh, you want to come over here driving and get me? No, I don't think my parents, yeah, right. Anyway, so we get ready. Now, something I forgot to mention to you guys is Hannah's grandparents live at the end of the road. Now, we had to time this just right, according to Hannah. Hannah's like, okay, so every day my grandmother lays down at this time. So if we wait about 20 or 30 minutes, she'll be good and asleep. And she won't wake up, and then we can get by her. And then, you know, if she sees us coming back, I mean, oh, well, what can she do at that point? Because, you know, we've already been gone. It had been over with at that point, right? And then she's like, okay, so my dad and mom will be home at this time. So then we have about 2.5 hours we can cruise town. And we decided we were going to go to McDonald's. We were going to get something to eat and hang out with these guys. And anyway, so that's what we do. So she was like, okay, so Granny's going to lay down at 12. Or Meemaw actually is what I think she called her. Meemaw is going to lay down at 12. And we're going to wait till about 12:20, 12:30. And we're going to cruise on up. Now, understand something. At the time, because I had never rode in this Mustang. I had seen it 100 times because I spend the night over there all the time. But I had never even heard it crank up. Guys, I'm telling you, there's no sneaking by anybody's house with this Mustang, okay? So, I mean, the second that and it sounded so mean, you know, I was just like, wow. Hannah, are you sure we're going to be able to get past your grandmother, even if she's asleep? Oh, yeah, once she's asleep, it's all well and good. No big deal. Okay. So here we are. We've got our purses and our makeup and our skirts on because, you know, we're looking really cute because, you know, we're really somebody, right? So we get in the car. We put our seatbelts on because, you know, we got to be worried about safety. So here we take off. Get it out of the garage, and we're just steady cruising. It's so loud. So we get up to almost, and we can see her grandmother's house. We can see it from where we are. And we just keep watching. She's driving. I'm like, you watch the road. I'm going to watch Granny's house. So here she is driving along real slow. And I'm looking, just waiting. We don't see anybody. And we're like, oh my goodness, we've got it. And I told Hannah, I was like, just a little bit more, we're going to be to the edge. And once we take off out of here, and so stupid, not thinking, even if she did see us, I mean, even if we would have made it past, she could have easily got up, called, you know, mom or dad and been like, hey, your daughter just took out of here with a friend. I mean, we just, I don't know, for whatever reason, we decided if we could get past her, it was all good. So she literally gets to the edge. Now, there is mailboxes here. There's the end of the drive, and then here's the road. So here's the road. We are literally right there. All we have to do is pull out, and we're home free. Well, about that time, Granny runs out the door. When I say run, she was running out the door. Hey, what are you girls doing? Hey, what are y'all doing? Hannah and I looked at each other. Our eyes got this big. We were like, oh my goodness, we are caught. What are we going to do? And as she's running towards the car, still coming, I'm telling Hannah, oh my God, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so getting grounded. I'm never going to be able to come to your house again. Like, I'm just going off. And she's like, I don't know what to say. And when she gets to that window, she said, what are you doing, Hannah? And without missing a beat, Hannah says, well, Meemaw, I didn't really feel like walking up here. It's such a long walk. So we just decided that we were going to drive up here, take Dad's car and drive up here to get the mail. And I look over at Hannah, and she's just looking her, Meemaw, in the face. And I'm waiting, right? I'm just waiting for her to be like, you girls are busted. You're lying. I'm calling your parents right now. She says, oh, okay. Well, when you get the mail, how you going to turn around? And I look at Hannah like, I can't believe this lady just bought this story. And she says, well, I was just going to get it, and then I was just going to kind of turn around in the road when nothing was coming and then go back down to the house. Now, I could tell by the look on Meemaw's face, I don't really think she believed us. And you would have to be pretty dumb to believe that. But I will have to say, Meemaw was pretty cool about it. She just acted like she didn't know. She believed us. And Hannah got out of the car, got the mail. Meemaw standing there like this, just watching everything we're doing. She gets back in the car with the mail, and she's like, here, hold this till we get back to the house. And I'm just still looking, not saying a word. And she turns around, and then we start headed back to the house. Now, I told this story to say this. I am so thankful that Mima was there that day. So thankful that she either wasn't asleep or that she woke up. The things that could have transpired or happened that day. And I'm not glorifying this in any way. You know, yes, I was kind of a wild teenager. I did a lot of things. That was probably one of the craziest and the most dangerous things I could have done. I'm so thankful that she came out there. You know, we could have easily hit a car. We could have hurt another family. We could have hurt a mother, a dad, a brother, a sister, or ourselves. We had no business trying to drive at 14 years old. Not only did we take a car that didn't belong to us, I'm just so glad it worked out the way that it did. So, to any of you young girls, guys, whatever, that are out here watching this video, please hear me when I say, don't do anything wild or crazy like that, where you can get hurt or you can possibly hurt someone else. Things could have been so bad. I don't even want to know what would have happened if we would have gotten pulled over by the police. I mean, they would have, if we would have even probably come up on one, they'd have took one look at us and probably know we were for sure underage. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hannah had to get a pillow just to see over the steering wheel and be, you know. But anyhow, the point being is we had no business doing that, and I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. We never tried to do that again. As far as I can remember and recollect, Hannah did not get in any trouble. You know, her parents never said anything. I don't think Mima ever said anything. We never tried that again. It kind of scared us straight, and I'm glad that it did. But please, 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 if you do not have a license, if you are underage, do not be trying to drive a car. Don't be trying to steal your parents' car or at your friend's house and your friend's like, hey, let's steal my mom's vehicle or my dad's Mustang. Don't do it. But I thought that was a story that I wanted to tell you guys. Looking back on it now, I can't even believe that I did it. I would be terrified out of my mind if my children would have done something like that. I don't even want to think about it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I also wanted to say, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please, please, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you can know every time I do a video. And also hit that like button. It's free. Come on, guys. It don't cost you nothing but your time, and it's a way to help your girl out. So please like, subscribe, comment on my videos. I haven't had very many comments. Come on, y'all, start commenting. I'll talk to you back. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of the day. And until next time, bye.